Hey Fat Friends, Kristen here and Alex.
Hi.
We are all packed up and we are on our way to the Ouachita National Forest in Arkansas to give dispersed camping a try, also known as boondocking.
Roughing it.
Roughing it. So we brought our water, we brought our toilet, and we're gonna give it a shot for the first time. We picked a place off the interwebs that said it was a campsite.
The dirt.
What?
The dirt.
The dirt. No, it wasn't the dirt. It was Boondocking. The app Boondocking. And so we're going to just show up there and try to get a spot. So, anyway, stay tuned. So we made it to our first location. We decided to stop about 2 hours into our 5-hour drive. And we are in McAllister, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
At Army Corps of Engineer land. So we decided if we were going to do this dispersed camping or boondocking thing, we'd try to find a place on the way to our destination, which is Ouachita National Forest. So we're in our hammocks and we're all set up, finally cooled off with the help of our little battery powered fans, which we've determined are like the best purchase ever.
Camping gold.
Yes. So we're here. It was dark when we got here, so we couldn't scope it out very thoroughly. Didn't see any other people here or anything. Found a good spot with trees. We're hanging close together. Alex is hanging, doing her first hammock camping. What do you think so far, Alex?
It's hot, but it's cozy.
She's hot but cozy. But we're just laying here talking about how we feel about being two women out here on our own. If I'm being honest, I have a little anxiousness about it.
I ain't worried.
Good morning, Fat Friends. Kristen and Alex here. So we made it as far as McAllister last night, which is about 2 hours away from where we come from, and decided that was about as safe as it was to go for us. We were getting kind of tired. So we found this Army Corps of Engineer land because we wanted to keep with our theme of boondocking-ish. And so about 9:30 we pulled into this campsite.
It was dark.
It was dark, we couldn't see, but we got our hammocks up. We got into bed. We laid awake for a while, being nervous. Alex remembered that it was
Prison town.
But she didn't think to mention it until this morning. And she decided she heard footsteps and gunshots and helicopters, but I don't think she did.
It's probably trucks.
So,
But
you know, the brain and the things it does. But there's this lovely little sunrise behind us, and I'll show you what our campsite looked like. Here's our hammock setup situation. We slept close together since it was Alex's first time, and you know, since we were out here alone in the woods. Spilled my tea, as you can see, on my box. I was very sad about it. I'm particularly attached to my tea.
sunrise.
There's the sunrise. There's a road down to a lake. We're not even sure which one it is. There's a pile of cans over there, like maybe somebody's lived here for a while. There's lots of litter, which is unfortunate. Picnic table is there. Alex, and back to our hammocks.
Lots of broken glass.
Broken glass, Alex says, everywhere. How was your first hammock night?
I was awake for most of it.
Was that because it's hammock or because you were camping in the woods?
It was because it's hot.
Yes, it was hot.
It eventually got not hot, but I still didn't fall asleep for a while because it's something to get used to.
Because you were hallucinating helicopters and gunshots?
No, because I was afraid to move too much. But I did, and nothing happened. So I survived.
So we are working with a Superior Gear hammock with the attached underquilt. That's our newest hammock. And then my OG love of my life is my war bonnet, Blackbird, and I slept in it with no underpad or underquilt. That's how warm it was. I've never done that before. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. We're about to pack up and head to the Ouachita National Forest in Arkansas. I had to show my daughter what gas pumps look like when I was her age at this little station in Arkansas.
Okay, going.
Google, what have you done to us? Why do you keep trying to send us down stupid roads? No doubt it gets better that we turn the camera on a little bit.
We just had to go through a big puddle and ruts, and
we are avid four-wheelers, so we don't know what we're doing.
check the map.
Check the map. I don't think that's half a mile though. We still got 4/10 of a mile. Last night, Google sent us down a road that was closed to get to our campsite. And this road is a little sketch.
So sketch. It's okay right now.
Yeah, just verify Google before you trust it.
How?
I think I would check Apple Maps, and I would definitely read all the things. Because remember, you read last night after we got there. Don't follow what Google says.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Look at this bug.
we're kind of winging it. I hope our crates are right there. And maybe we should have taken a rope that said cut off. We got 0.2 miles to return out on the road we're supposed to be on. It's supposed to take us to the campsite, so let's hope our four-wheel drive can make it 0.2 more miles. Please, please, please. This doesn't even look like a road.
Not anymore.
Come on, Nissan.
Good truck. Good truck. Oh my God.
Nissan, we love you. Big stick in the road. I don't know.
And the river. Oh God. You want me to run ahead and check?
I don't know. There's any turn around now.
Okay.
Just take it slow. Hope our four-wheel drive is turning around. Slow and steady. Maybe it's a little better down there. Oh. Man, don't believe Google and don't turn off whatever.
600 feet,
Cut
turn
off.
right.
Is there gonna be a turn right? What if we get down here and we can't turn out onto the road?
I will be so sorry. But then we're just gonna be here forever. Somebody, y'all can come visit because we're stuck. How far is 600 feet?
Where's the road? Your hair sure is a little cold. Probably stressing the truck down there. Can't remember
Turn
those.
right.
Where, Google, where do we turn right? Okay, this looks like the road up here. This is road. This is road.
We're gonna have to go through a massive mud puddle or something.
Oh, okay, big dip, big dip. Oh, there's a road. It looks more roady than this road.
Oh.
That was fun.
It was interesting.
Okay, now we're turning right. Okay, we need to not come back this way.
Correct.
This looks.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will
Hopefully we didn't kill the truck. At one point we hit the bottom. I mean, this doesn't look so much better either.
Description said a 2-wheel drive truck could get down here. I'm in a 4-wheel drive truck. We need to be looking around for
Campsites?
sort of like a place that looks campy.
Big dip.
It said view of the water. It's pretty down here.
It is.
There's some water. Alright,
Well, looks like we
found something.
made it, question mark?
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, right up here. Seems like,
We certainly can camp you.
yeah, it's
What
nice.
do you think?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
We're staying here?
Yep, this is it. Is the truck gonna be able to get back?
Alright, we made it. And there's great kayak access. There's lots of trees for hammocking. It's very secluded. This is a great little spot. There's a fire ring, so it's obvious that it is sometimes campable. And we're gonna have a great time. We are scoping it out to see what we like the best. And thanks, bye. What do you think of our spot?
Feels like nap time, but it's nice and quiet and peaceful, and
The beach looks like it might be beachy and easy to kayak. Get kayaks too. You get kayaks out and swim, so it doesn't look gross for swimming. This is our new fancy table we're trying out. It's from Alps Mountaineering Square Dining Table. Well, sorry for that crappy video, y'all. Hey, Fat Friends. We got the kayaks out. We're baking in the sun. It's hot.
so hot.
But we're paddling a little. We just wanted to come see what was outside of our little inlet. We've seen one boat today. That's it. Very private
Very hot.
and hot. Let's get back to our swimming hole. You on it? You ready?
Where's the fuck did it go?
Right there behind us.
We're out here cooking dinner. It's gonna be potatoes and steak.
So usually I'm a pretty decent camp chef, but somehow this time we ran off and left any seasonings besides salt and pepper. But a couple of what my daughter lovingly, jokingly refers to as pro tips is I like a non-stick skillet when I'm camping. It's way easier to clean. Not to use on the campfire, but like if I'm cooking out here, it's way easier to clean. So another pro tip that we didn't follow is double bag your meat. Apparently my Ziploc had a hole in it and now my ice is bloody. So that's a bummer, but we'll live.
Another pro tip, make sure all the lights on your vehicle are off before you leave it unattended for hours. We almost weren't able to start the truck, but we did it.
In the wilderness.
Yeah.
Hours and hours from civilization. A jump box is going on our list.
Yeah.
But also, we kind of did this trip spontaneously because our other trip didn't
Pan out.
pan out. And so we tried to get it together in a couple days. We're like, hey, let's try boondocking.
We weren't as prepared as we should have been.
We thought we were doing good, but now we're like, oh, you know, we should have had a better plan for if the truck dies, or luckily we have cell service.
Thank goodness.
So if something happens, we can ask our family to drive 5 miles and come get us.
5 hours.
I mean, we are gonna have a delicious meal anyway. I didn't bring any vegetables because my daughter doesn't like vegetables, and now I'm regretting not having vegetables, but
hey,
I'll live.
You're allowed to have vegetables if you want.
I know,
I'm just not
like,
gonna
I
have
don't want
them.
to bring them just for me, but I lied. Especially since I don't have any seasonings. The vegetables.
I'm about to steal your chair.
Feel free. So we're not making fancy steaks. We're just making some sirloin cut up into, we'll call them deconstructed kebabs.
It's too hot outside to be making fancy stuff this time. And we regret not bringing crisper things. Colder food items. The only cold thing we brought was like grapes. And those are half gone now.
It is warm. But we are trying to test our mettle.
90 degrees.
And we're doing just fine.
Humid.
We're making it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's not so
It's
hot.
90 degrees, so it feels like 104, huh? Because it's so humid.
It's not so hot in the water.
Yeah, that's where we spent a big part of the day was in the water. Whoops, watch out. So we're cooking away from our hammocks and stuff. I hope we're far enough away. The
Bears.
Ouachita National Forest website says 300 yards. I don't think we have 300 yards
To spare.
of real estate here, so I hope we are good enough. We didn't really factor in the bear thing. We don't have bears to consider in Oklahoma, really. And so we're hoping that
Maybe it's just fake news.
locking our food up in the truck is adequate. Do you think that's enough meat for the both of us?
Yes, that's plenty. We don't have any bear spray, so I guess if a bear does show up, I'm just gonna have to fight it. That's alright. I'll fight a bear for my mom.
I'll fight a bear for you, baby. Guess we'll be bear fighting together. Thought we put an extra
I
bag.
thought we did. Is it not that on the ground right?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Cool. Yeah.
Right, this steak juice gonna attract the.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so many bears, dude. They're gonna be like, blood.
We need to make sure that there's nothing in our way of sitting in the truck if we need to, like, run and jump in the truck, lock it, and drive away.
Run. I can't run.
You know, whatever you call it when fat girls move as fast as they can.
Hustling.
Huh?
Hustling.
Hustling.
She's a good chef. She don't need spices anyways.
No spices. We gather wild spices.
Yeah, right.
I thought my daughter wouldn't eat vegetables. She certainly wouldn't eat. You get a picture of that mushroom over there. It's so
Does
cool
this take
looking.
pictures?
Just, video it.
Okay.
And yes, it does take pictures. You can change the mode and take a picture if you want.
Oh, I'll just go to it. Whee! I'm gonna get a video of me falling.
Don't fall. Falling out loud.
Well, at least we have a truck now. Look at this thing.
Don't touch it or get the spores on you since we don't know what it is.
Let me just take a bite of it real quick.
We cook with our steak.
Steak and potatoes and mushrooms.
This is good with bell peppers and onions in it. Oh my, a little corn if you like. Alright. Steak is in.
How do you know when the steak's done?
When it's done.
Oh. Says someone who knows how to cook.
It's really like you could almost eat steak at any, especially when it's cooked that little, you can like, once it's brown on all sides, it's good enough.
I tried to make myself steak for Valentine's Day and smoked myself out in my house.
Yep. Listen, I had vegetables.
Bell peppers.
Bell peppers and onions, squash. Hot.
So hot. It's pretty though. So?
Yes. All right. Here's what we got to eat. I'm having A1 with my potatoes and steak, and she's going for the ketchup. You want the A1 too?
Yeah, I'll probably have both.
Okay.
I'm a sauce goblin.
All right. Tastes like steak.
We don't have to have it watch it eat.
Potatoes be very salty.
I like them. I've already had some.
I may have over-salted the potatoes.
Helps us retain water. I think. I don't know.
So I used the bathroom. Then we went out kayaking. And then when I came back, the bathroom stuff wasn't where I thought the bathroom stuff where I left it. But I kind of dismissed it, like maybe it just fell down the hill or whatever. It's on a hill. And our toilet was open, but maybe I didn't close it all the way. So I kind of dismissed it all. And then we're trying to put it away for the rain, and I went and got it. And I found these marks on the toilet paper here. I don't know how they would have got there.
Claw marks.
So that makes us, it's kind of, anyway, a little nervous now. But let's put it in the truck so it doesn't get wet. This is our butamus fire that we're watching, and we're hoping scares off any critters, which is a combination of critter / predator. Critter. Oh. Okay, so some important things to know is this is our first time out boondocking, and we think we have scored big time. We feel like we are in the wilderness in this amazing spot. We had to traverse this 4-wheel only road to get there, so we think we're just in the wilderness boondocking it. And so we go to bed. So Saturday morning starts with some guys dropping their boat in the water. And I'm like, how did they get here with their trucks and their trailers down that road that I barely made it down in my 4-wheel drive truck? And then a little later, we're visited by an older couple in a side-by-side. And so we decided to get out and explore our area and discover we're really not very far from civilization. Behind some trees was a paved road. There's a store a couple miles away, people living in the area. We're definitely not boondocking like we thought we were. And in the early afternoon, a man in a truck and his wife and maybe their daughter or granddaughter come down and do some swimming. And the man's just kind of gruff and won't make eye contact with us and is kind of stomping around. So as we fix our dinner, we're discussing this and we decide we got to go.
Do it from a hotel room.
Hey Fat Friends, Kristen here. So we were given boondocking a shot, and we used an app to find a location for boondocking. And we got here on Friday morning. We had the place to ourselves. We set up camp. We slept fairly well. But about 4:30 in the morning, a couple of trucks with boats showed up. Okay, so the locals use it to put boats in. That's fine. Well, then a little bit later, some people on a side-by-side showed up and asked us questions and told us about other campsites in the area with bathrooms and showers. And then later, some swimmers came, and as we were talking to them, they were like, you guys are only the second people we've ever seen camp here, and that we have some really nice campgrounds real close by with bathrooms and showers, and
that you should check out.
That you should check out. And it just became apparent. Like, at first we thought it was just, you know, people being friendly, driving by, saying hi, that lived kind of nearby. But just the amount of traffic here today, we kind of figured out it's really a local swimming hole, place where people will fish and put their boats in, and not really somewhere where people are welcome to camp. Even though it may be legal, there's no signs saying you can't camp here. It is in the National Forest. There's no sign saying it's day use only. We do seem to have mildly annoyed the locals. So we are packing up and gonna go rough it at a La Quinta or something like that somewhere. So giving up our first foray into boondocking.
We didn't give up. We made it 2 nights.
But we did get 2 nights under our belts and learned a few things.
Lessons, valuable.
Valuable lessons. A lot of them, actually, not just a few. So, how are you feeling about it, Alex?
I am excited to take a shower, and a real shower, and I'm excited to sleep in air conditioning. But I'm kind of sad. You know, some locals are just more inviting than others.
They weren't bad. They were just like, it's weird that you're camping here, is kind of how I felt.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was like, you better leave, or we're going to get you, or anything like that, you know. But we don't feel welcome, and we do feel like people know we're here now, and we just don't want to irritate the locals, and we don't want to be in the way of their enjoying their little spot, because it's not a giant spot, you know. We are taking up a good bit of it, spread out camping. So we enjoyed our time here, but we're going to move on.
Bye.
And remember, the outdoors is for everybody.